Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do a tattoo tour because I just wanted to show them off. I think I have like over 15 tattoos and under 20. I don't know the exact number, but we will find out today. If I do my editing correctly, this is going to be a video about getting a massive back tattoo. So that'll be an update on that, and then it'll also be just showing off the rest of my tattoos. I'm hoping to do in chronological order, but we'll see how the filming goes. Hi guys, it's me. So, in a turn of events, my tattoo artist has actually postponed our session for a few hours. So we are going to play Ace Attorney and I'm going to work on a few assignments. I have hair on my arms because I am a normal person. And I'm getting my tattoo on my shoulder, or my shoulder blade. So I shaved like the top half of it. So I'm just like bald up here and I think it's really funny. I'm bald. It's just so we can save time so I don't have to pay more because it is costing a pretty penny. I'm not going to lie, but it's going to be sick, so I can't complain. Okay everybody, so there has been a slight change of plans. Basically my tattoo appointment was scheduled for 10 in the morning, but the tattoo artist had to keep rescheduling because she had a personal emergency. She had to take her dad to the emergency room or to a doctor's appointment or something. Everything is okay, so it sounds. But basically, this means that I don't have the design because she left her iPad back at home. And also we had to reschedule it for like 4 hours later, so not a big deal. I played Ace Attorney and then I was like working on school and getting everything sorted out, so it's pretty good, honestly, like not mad about it. I will be getting there early, so I'm just gonna hang out at the library until then because my partner cannot drop me off at the exact time, which is totally fine. I will update you once I get there. Okay guys, so this is such a cute little city, or it's not, it's a little village, so we're like 30 minutes out from the main town. It's like this small little town, and I sat at the library for like half an hour waiting for my appointment, and now I'm walking. This lady saw that I was lost. I immediately walked in the wrong direction, as I want to do. This lady saw I was lost and she gave me directions. It was so nice. So now I'm like walking by these dumpsters, which seems kind of sketchy. Oh look, furniture. That's nice. Anyways, feels a bit sketch, not gonna lie. Oh, there's a guy here. She said one of the side streets should be it, so she said I should find a watchtower. Ah, there it is. A clock tower. Every time I look back at my footage, I realize how shaky my hands are. So, apologies in advance. I try and cut it out, but sometimes it's not feasible. A little bench. So cute. Wow. It's real. Huh. I feel like such a city slicker. All the streets are named after trees. I just walked by pine, spruce, and cedar. It's very cute. Oh, I found it. Okay, hello everybody. I am back from my tattoo. It took 4.5 hours, so I got there at 2 and I'm home. It is 7:30 now. We took like 3 breaks that were like 5 minutes long, maybe. All the tattoo artists that I go to say that I sit really well, but I don't know if they're just saying that to make me feel better about it. I think I can sit like moderately well, but it hurt so bad, especially like at the beginning. After the 2-hour mark, I was actually like dying. And then like after the 3-hour mark, I felt like I kind of went numb. It was also because the artist like started at the bottom purposefully, like because it was like near my spine, and it was more sensitive there. So she started there because, yeah, when you're fresh, it's a lot easier to take it. But after you've been there for like 4 hours, it is really painful. And it was, but definitely relieved. I honestly like didn't really get a good look at it. Even when she was putting the design on, I just like, I don't even know. I was like kind of in a blur, kind of in a daze. I was just like ready to go. I didn't even like look at the placement or the design or anything. I was just like, let's go. So when I finally got a chance to look at it, I was like, wait a second, this is actually really sick. So I'm very, very happy. I'm so psyched to see the shading once it gets done. We have an appointment in like 2 weeks to finish up the shading and to fix a few places, but I'm extremely happy with it. It was $670 total. So my deposit was $150, which she's going to apply to the shading session. So right now I have spent $820 on this tattoo right now. And it will be more after the shading, I assume. Definitely costs a pretty penny. And that's okay. My back feels good. It was a bit itchy yesterday. I haven't taken off the Sanoderm or whatever it's called, the second skin. I'm not taking it off yet because honestly, don't really know how to because it's literally like on my back and it hasn't started to peel or anything yet. So I'm just gonna leave it on there for a bit. Oh, it literally looks so sick. Okay guys, I'm taking off the second skin today. I took off the Sanoderm in the shower. I think I got my tattoo on Tuesday. Today is Friday, so I gave it like 2 or 3 days. Everyone has different advice for when to take off the second skin. I don't like to leave it on for too long, just because it leaves like this residue, and I find that the faster you take it off, the less residue it leaves. But this was such a big piece, I decided to leave it on for a bit longer than usual. What my tattoo artist told me was just that your body will tell you or let you know when it's like ready to take it off. And it was like getting kind of itchy and uncomfortable, so I decided to take it off today. I moisturized it with like some base Glaxol or whatever, which is what people tell you to do. Lots of residue, which I don't like. I don't like being sticky. I'm gonna sleep with a long sleeve shirt on, which was recommended by the tattoo artist. Taking off the tattoo second skin in the shower definitely did like reactivate some of that pain. That's okay. I lotioned it up. I just know it's gonna be so fucking itchy because like the way that it was getting itchy underneath the Sanoderm, it's gonna be so itchy. I feel so cute today. I got my hair done. Oh my gosh, hey y'all. Hey, new hair. Thumbnail. Okay, here's the tattoo. Thumbnail. Hi everybody, tattoo is done. I'll get Nathaniel to do a close-up when we get home. I'm so exhausted that it hurts so bad. It was like 2 hours of shading and everything. I gave her a little print at the end, which she loved, which is awesome. So shout out, Queen, love her. I just took off my second skin, so I'm just gonna try and show you. That's what she looks like. Shading done. It took about 2 hours and it was like an extra. I don't even want to think about how much money I spent on this, but it was hella. But it looks sick, so not mad, but yeah. Beautiful, extremely painful. Update on the back tattoo. I got the shading done. I think I took some footage of it. I don't think I filmed that much the second time around just because I felt awkward and felt bad asking. The price of it was $950, so which is a lot of money. This is something I have been saving up for since like before Christmas. I just have been putting away a little bit of money every paycheck for it. But yeah, I booked my tattoo well in advance. It is definitely something you need to budget for, especially if you have like really big pieces. This is an artist who I went in knowing her style. I went in like knowing her price points, so I am very, very happy with it. And also I did underpay her because I did not bring enough cash the second time around. I just brought the rest of the cash. It actually, because the piece was a lot like bigger than I expected, and it took longer than I expected too. She said something about like the skin elasticity or something. But yeah. Basically, it took longer than we were expecting. I owed her like $20 and I was like, I'm so sorry, like, can I e-transfer you the rest of the money? And she was like, dude, it's fine. And I was like, I feel bad, but I gave her one of my art prints as a thank you and had like little bunnies on it. And she was elated. She loved it. And she was like, oh my gosh, let me show you something. And she took me to her room and she had like a little like Miffy, like a crocheted Miffy keychain. And I was like, I know where you got that. That's my housemate Sherry. My housemate Sherry gave that to you because my housemate also has gotten pieces by her, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, love. There's so much interconnection. Also, the guy who did my hair, they were friends in high school, so like it makes sense, right? Anyways, so yeah, let me show you the back tattoo. Let me show you. I feel like you can't really see it for some reason. This is her with the shading. I think it's literally gorgeous. Georgina, whatever. That tattoo is my most expensive tattoo. It is also my largest tattoo. it hurt so bad. Oh my god, y'all, it actually hurt so bad. Like, I was suffering. I was taking deep belly breaths. I was like talking to God. Like, it was actually like, the first time it was like 4 hours and the pain was terrible. The second time, like, I would say after like 2.5 hours, it got better, but it was still like, it took a lot out of me. Okay. And then the second time it was like 2 hours, and the pain was definitely a lot better, but still really bad. I would definitely have like a numbing cream. I would request numbing cream next time, because holy shit, it was actually like painful. Like, it was actually like terrible. Usually tattoos are like uncomfortable for me, but not like, oh my gosh, terrible pain. And that was like the first time I've had a tattoo, and I'm like, I actually don't know if I can like sit through this. Okay, let's start with this side. So I have these. These are like little Chinese lanterns. A lot of people say that they're eyes. This is like morbid.garden in Vancouver. He is so cool. I love him so much. Oh my gosh. Hey Marcel, love you. He's like one of my top tier tattoo artists. I fucking love that man. He's really cool. I got this flash done, and then I got this sword on my chest. This is my mom's least favorite tattoo. She hates this. I will get to that later. These are both flash. I don't remember how much they cost, probably around like $300, $400. They were really fast. Marcel was great with it. Yeah, he's awesome. Highly recommend if you're in the Vancouver area. His style is super cool. And following up, a few years later, I got this piece, which is, I think, one of my favorite pieces ever. Yeah. So as you can see, it like wraps around the arm there, but it's a lady playing the harp, kind of in like this traditional Chinese style. For those of you who don't know, I am half Chinese. My mom is Chinese. This is probably one of the most sentimental tattoos that I have, because I grew up as a harpist. I played since from the ages of like 5 to like 17. And then I moved to university, and I didn't bring it with me because it's like a massive 80-pound instrument, and I was flying across the country. So I just took a break. Also, I felt terrible about the harp as an instrument. I'm sure there are lots of other people who can relate, but being pressured in playing classical music, like, I'm sure that's a relatable experience for some people. I got waitlisted for Curtis when I was 16, which is like my biggest music flex. So I was pretty good. Basically, I grew up as a harpist, and when I graduated high school, I was moving to university like half across the country, and I'm like 99% sure I was my music teacher's favorite student. She gave me this painting of like this woman playing the harp. This woman was very like, you know, like very like strict and whatever. But she was very instrumental in me choosing to not go into music, because she could see how much pressure I was under from my parents, specifically my mom, to go into music. And she literally sat me down. She was like, you know, when it comes to this career, you have to want it like you are on fire and you are looking for water. And I don't see that in you. Yeah, I was really depressed in grade 12, and she could really tell, like, I was really going through it. Like, I was not having a good time. I had my heart broken for the first time. I had a terrible relationship with my parents. I did not know what I was going to do in my future. I was like so depressed, like genuinely. And she kind of helped me change my mind and my life course, and to like think about what I actually wanted, instead of just letting, you know, people's pressures kind of push down on me. So I appreciate that. Now I'm in psychology. I still love music though. That's the thing, is I picked up the guitar. Like, I still, you know, perform at coffee houses and stuff. I'm hoping to do it more this year. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I really appreciate that woman. She was also just a really good teacher. And she saw a lot of potential in me, and I appreciate that she was like, it's okay to not pursue that, you know? Whew. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting emotional. Okay. So this was also by Marcel Slay. This was a custom piece. Marcel also, the first time I got my tattoo, like these tattoos done, we had this really lengthy conversation on growing up Chinese in the same area. He was talking to me a lot about like like Chinese history and Chinese art, and I thought that was really cool. And I knew that he would do an awesome job, and he did. It's literally like maybe my favorite piece that I have, but it's hard to say because I love all of them. Okay, so the other one, this is Janinks. It's just a bunch of oranges. This is also Flash. She was in Montreal, so she was really nice. We also had a conversation about growing up Chinese around white people. Is there a pattern here? Yes. I will say too, with tattoo artists, I really like going to people who I know I'm gonna feel safe around. I had like one tattoo artist who was a dick, and then like it made me literally like hate the tattoo. So I just have been really careful around going to people who I know or who I have a better chance of getting along with, and who I trust to do a good job. So when it comes to picking a tattoo artist, for me, I seek out people who are like queer and who are people of color, just because I'm a queer person of color, and I find that we usually vibe pretty well. They're usually like really open and friendly. But yeah, let's move on to my legs, shall we? I think I'm gonna have to change my camera angle to do my legs. Here's the bottom half of my body, guys. It was really hard to pick out an outfit to wear for this video. Also, sorry if you hear my floor squeaking. I live in a really old house. So here's my first tattoo that I got. It's kind of on my ass, so apologies, YouTube. But it's this really sick moth that I got by Austin Slay. He's awesome. This became my bug leg, okay? So this is the very first tattoo I got. It was like $400, I remember, because I saved up. I had this like shitty little writing job, and every article I wrote, I would get $35, and I would put it away in a little PayPal account. And then eventually I saved up enough to actually get this tattoo. This is a snail done by Moonberry.tattoos, who is also very, very lovely. I love them. They have really cool hair and awesome tattoos. This is a ginkgo leaf because there's ginkgo trees near our house, and we call ourselves the Ginkgo Gang. Sherry did this tattoo. This is one of her very first stick and pokes. This is Sherry's first stick and poke ever. It's a bunch of eyes and a little leaf. I drew this. This is a mushroom that I also drew. It has eyes. Yeah, this is from Leannethief in Vancouver. She was really cool, and she has the cutest kid. Oh my gosh. Her wife was pregnant when we chatted, and now they have a kid. She's so cute. She's literally so cute. This, Sherry also did. This is based off of I forgot the artist's name. I'll put it here. I think his name is like, I think it starts with like an N or something, but he has like tattoo tickets, so I paid for my tattoo ticket, and then I got Sherry to stick and poke it on me. This is one of my favorite stick and pokes ever. I think it works so well with the medium. It's so cool and sick. This is by sweetiebabyhoneydarling, Sophie. She's a philosophy major. She was also super cool. Oh, and then this is the bunny that I did. I still haven't fixed it yet, y'all. Sorry, I'm lazy. Okay, oh my gosh, how am I gonna film this? I'm standing on my chair so you can see my lower legs now. These are my knees. Hey y'all, this is what you can see. Another thing I love about these quail is that when I wear skirts, their little feet poke out, and I think that's really cute. I think it's actually so funny and silly. So here's the first, well, one of the first stick and pokes I did. This is the first big one. Sherry helped me fix it. That's why the lining here looks a lot better than my bunny here. She also added like these little stars. And then I also got this good heart tattoo by this person named Jasmine. This is because of a song by Indigo D'Souza called Good Heart, which is my favorite song ever. If I were a song, it would be this, and I love it. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm like standing on a chair right now. Okay. Here's my very first stick and poke that I did, which you can tell. That's not much to say. It was really small, and I didn't do another one for an entire year on myself. I was too busy making my art skills a lot better. I have this guy. The first guy who did this was a dick, and then it also looked bad, so I got it to be redone by Moonberry. They did a great job redoing him, and now he doesn't look like he has a boner anymore. Thank God. Y'all, I'm like actually out of breath. Okay, hold on. I have him. That's a little butterfly. Nope, that's not a butterfly, it's a dragonfly. Sherry did this one, stick and poke. So if you're keeping count, leave in the comments how many tattoos do I have, because I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19? I almost have 20 tattoos. If you count the stars as 2 separate ones, then it's 20. Yeah. I have a lot of tattoos. I always wanted to get tattoos when I was a kid. was always part of the life plan. And so I know little Sharon would be so happy and would love them so much. If people tell me like, oh, they're permanent, I'm like, okay. And my thing is that, you know what else is permanent? My physical body. I cannot change my face. I can't change my eye color. I can't change my, I can change my hair, but you know, I can't change my natural hair color. My skin tone, the way my teeth are, my facial features, all of that stuff. Those are all things that I have no control over. Things like tattoos, I view them as art. Like, I feel my body is a canvas, as cheesy as that is, and I love having art just all over me, even if it doesn't represent who I am anymore, or even if I'm like not resonating with it the same way that I used to. I think it's still like a beautiful representation of who I was, or where I was when I was in that place, or like where I was in that point in my life. I love all of them. I do. Even like the shitty stick and poke that I did on myself. So I don't regret any of my tattoos. So future plans for tattoos is I want to get like underneath the sword. Under the sword, I'm wanting to get like some bunnies kind of on my ribs here. I think that would be really cute. That's all I have planned for now. I want to like judge up the sword and like have like some fun things going on. I just don't know what that's going to look like just yet. For those of you wondering, yes, my parents know about my tattoos and no, they're not happy about them. My mom hates them. My dad is white and understands that it's not really up to him. It's hard because like I know where my mom is coming from. Like she comes from a very collectivist culture. I don't blame her for not wanting me to have tattoos because it reflects poorly on her as a person and like as a mother. However, I live in Canada. Like I don't live in a collectivist culture, you know, like I live in a very individualist culture. The way that I was raised was very Western. It's just a difference of cultures, and that's just like how it is, and I understand that. It does still hurt. It does still hurt, I will say. Ultimately, like, this is just who I am, and I am choosing to honor that, even if other people aren't a fan of it. And that's just how it is. So I can't be sorry, and I can't like regret it, because I'm like, this is who I am. I've literally always wanted to get tattoos. I love having my own art and other people's art on my body. It feels like a true like version and true expression of myself. And so like I really cannot apologize, and I would not. If I could erase all of them, I wouldn't, because I want them. I want them. That's why I paid that much money to have them on my body, because I want them forever. Yeah, I think moral of the story, get tattoos, do what you want. Here's what I tell my friends is that you're going to disappoint your parents no matter what, because God knows that they do not have realistic expectations for who you are or who you're going to grow up to be, right? And so at the end of the day, they're an adult and they can deal with it. I'm not saying like be out here and like actually be an asshole or like, you know, I don't know, ruin your life or anything. Don't do that. But like do what you want, because it's your life. It's not their life. Like you are your own person. And if they want to stay in your life, that's great. But if they don't want to stay in your life, that's their decision. And here's the other thing. I'm going to die anyways, right? My body is going to decompose and be recycled. So who gives a fuck? Like, genuinely, who cares? This is like the optimistic nihilism. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to die. I'm going to decompose. I'm eaten by worms and bugs and becoming part of this amazing ecosystem that we have on this planet, okay? But I'm going to die. And that's okay, you know? I may as well do what I want. I may as well, like, find those pockets of joy and expression that I have and just, like, go for it and be unapologetic about it. That's my take. I'm just like, I may as well. My body, as much as, like, I'm just like, you know, my body, is it a temple? No. It is a vessel for me, my spirit, my soul, whatever, to express itself, and this is how I want to do it. So I cannot apologize. Sorry. Oh, I just apologize. I'm so Canadian. You know? Anyways, I cannot apologize because that is just who I am. That is it. This is me trying to unlearn a lot of like shame around it. Shame and guilt and, you know, familial obligation as it is in East Asian culture. But yeah. I'm gonna go take a shower. My hair is greasy. Bye.